can absolutely help you elevate your career as a leader. Whether you are a new woman in leadership or someone that is seasoned as a woman in leadership, I will share with you this is a overlooked skill in leadership that can be used as a secret weapon for you to advance in your career. This particular skill is something that many people overlook. They don't really think about it. And so if you are watching this video right now or subscribe to my channel, you know by now I'm here to share with you real strategies, real scenarios, and real strategies that will help you be able to move forward very quickly in your careers and give you the opportunity to allow you to communicate at a higher level than your peers. So if this sounds of interest to you, feel free to continue to join me. By the end of this video, you are going to learn what this secret skill is. And you're going to learn a couple of ways you can start working on the overlooked skill very quickly that will help you be able to transition into that next level of leadership. If you are new to me, my name is Dr. Jacinta. I'm so glad to be here with you today. And let me preface by saying the number one overlooked skill in leadership that you can use as your secret weapon to help you be able to elevate in your career is public speaking. Now you may be thinking, what does public speaking have to do with leadership? Isn't public speaking something that is important for conferences or TEDx events or TED events? Or if you're speaking to a large group? Well, that is true. However, I have found that this is an overlooked skill that many leaders are a bit scared of trying to go into. And the reason is because people are just afraid of public speaking. But I've found that if you're able to start mastering this skill, it will absolutely change your life. It will change the direction that you're going towards in your career, and it will actually help you to move forward a lot faster as a leader if you're willing to learn the skill. Now, I will start this live by prefacing, I do have a program that's called the Real Executive Woman. It is a transformational leadership program that will absolutely help you be able to skyrocket your career growth, whether you are a new leader or you are someone that has been in a leadership role for many years. This program will completely change your life. It is linked in the description below. Contact me if you have some more additional questions. But what I'm sharing with you right now as it relates to the number one overlooked skill in leadership is a part of the program. So if you want to learn more about this skill, then you should subscribe to this channel. This is a great opportunity to do so. I'm sharing with you the number one overlooked skill in leadership that you can master today. It is public speaking. And so I appreciate you all for joining today. I'm going to go into why this can completely change your life and give you some tips in terms of what you can do to start working on this right now. So before I go into how you can start mastering this skill that will change your life, change the direction you're going in your career, I want to say hello to those of you who have joined. Hello, Alonzo. Hello, welcome, welcome. Feel free to let me know what part of the beautiful world you are joining from and what questions you have as it relates to being able to master your skill set as a leader. This is the channel for you to be at if you are trying to learn as much as you can to elevate yourself and generate more income for you and your family. So let me talk to you about the number one overlooked skill that people miss as leaders that can be your actual secret weapon, and that is public speaking. The reason I say this is because you probably know many people that you have talked to over the years, and you've seen how they've grown and they've elevated in their careers. How have they done that? They probably have spoken in public to some extent. So public speaking is not for TEDx, and it's not just for conferences and etc. It is for those everyday conversations that you have with your team members, with your coworkers, with your managers, and with your other peers that can actually help you to skyrocket your career. I'll give you an example and I'll share a bit about me personally in terms of how I got started on my journey to be a public speaker. But before I do that, let me say hello to everyone. All right, hello, Mita. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today. And we have Yeet and Greet. Hello, hello, hello. And Corbin, hello, welcome. So if you have any questions specifically, then let me know. If you have questions about advancing yourself as leaders, this is a channel dedicated to helping different individuals in leadership. I focus on women in leadership to elevate themselves and become the best leaders that they can be. So this is more advanced level type of topics and very serious type of topics. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will help you be able to elevate your skills as a leader. So to start off, a lot of people that are in the leadership space, sometimes they're a little bit scared of speaking in public. They don't want to speak in public. And the reason why is because there's just a fear that comes around it. But what I want to share with you is that if you are able to think of it differently, think of how you want to be as a leader. And if you really are serious about growing, which is why many of you are watching this video, getting out and speaking in public is the number one thing that you should do to start advancing in your career. So what does that look like? Start speaking in some of your meetings. You may have meetings that you hold with some of your peers. You have meetings that you may hold with some of your business partners, or maybe you volunteer at an organization or you're coordinating an event. Be that person that is very visible, that is out there, that is speaking in front of a group of people. I will share with you how speaking in front of a group of people will completely increase your visibility in front of a lot of people at once. YouTube is an example. And also another example is being able to speak in front of maybe a small group of people. The people that you're speaking to will automatically put you in the category of being someone that is an expert or an authority in your field because why? You are using the number one overlooked skill in leadership. You are speaking in front of public. When you speak in front of people, there's a certain amount of credibility that's established. There's a certain amount of authority that's established also. So if you can think about it in that way, and if you really are truly wanting to move forward in your career, and maybe you're wondering, why am I not moving forward? Why can I not get into this next role? Why can I not make this transition or be able to earn additional income? The first thing you want to start to think about doing is how you are communicating, which is what I focus in on this specific channel to help women in leadership be able to communicate at a higher level than their peers. Now, this also starts by learning how to speak in public. Now, if you want some specific help with how you can start speaking in public and talking and etc., then feel free to reach out to me. There's a strategy session link in the description below. I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you and just talk about where you are and where you want to be and identify some opportunities. There may be something within your own company you work for, or maybe within your business, or perhaps within your community that you can be that person that speaks about a specific topic that you are very passionate about. It just takes a few times to be in front of people for you to start developing yourself as a leader, as someone who possesses some level of credibility and authority. It's not easy speaking in public. There's challenges to it. There's different levels of it for sure. But if you are just starting out and you've, let's say, have not done a lot of public speaking at all, don't be afraid. Just go out and just speak from the heart and speak from what is passionate to you and how you want to help this organization or this group or your team move forward. If you can commit this to memory, this is probably one of the most important videos that I will share with you on this channel, is that the number one overlooked skill in leadership that can be used as your secret weapon is public speaking. Public speaking will change your life. It will automatically position you as someone who is a leader and an authority in a field. I have seen how this has changed so many of my clients over the years. They have went from a role that was maybe starting out and they have elevated to roles that are much higher in their leadership journey because they started speaking in public. So find those opportunities, find local events, find events that are happening at, let's say, your job or within your business that you're going to be hosting. Find anything, look around. Speaking opportunities are there if you really are serious about trying to elevate yourself as a leader. Now, I'll give you a bonus to this and I'll share a bit more about my specific story to get to where I am right now. A bonus to this is that if you're able to start speaking in front of different groups, this will help you as you are trying to network and grow the amount of people that you work with or the people that you know. Oftentimes when women in leadership are just starting out, they are in different roles that are sometimes heavily dominated by men. And that's just where we are right now. However, what a lot of times people can actually do when they start speaking in public is they start to meet other people. And the way you really grow is not only improving yourself, but also improving who it is that you are surrounding yourself with. So when you start speaking in public, you are definitely elevating yourself as a person, and you're elevating yourself in your career so that you can move forward and interact with like-minded people. That's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, is because I want to have a group of people who are very dedicated to being amazing leaders, because the world needs us right now. The world needs leaders that can have conversations, that can deal with confidence under pressure, like I talked about earlier this week in my live. If you did not watch it, it is a 2-part series, part 1 and part 2, in terms of confidence under pressure. But the world really needs good leaders, and the way you communicate is a direct reflection in terms of how you can be as a leader. So I wanted to make sure that you all know that information, because this is really going to change the game for you. This is probably the most important skill that you need to master as a woman in leadership, or anyone in a leadership role. My main focus is working with women in leadership, but I realize on my channel and in some of my other platforms I have accounts on, that I have people that are not in that category, and that's okay. I know that you're passionate about being an amazing leader, and I'm here to support you on your journey. Now, a bit about me in terms of how I started here to be where I'm at right now in terms of speaking in public, is that over, I say going close to 19 years ago now, I was in dental school. And so many of you know that I am a doctor, and that I spent a lot of time in school for a long time. Well, I was president of my class, and I decided that I needed to be a better speaker. We had a very large class size. It would range initially from over 70 students, and then it went down a bit further. But I decided that I wanted to be a better speaker for them. And I truly wanted to speak better, because I was going to be in front of a large group of people every single day. So what did I do? I decided to join Toastmasters International, which is a phenomenal organization if you have not heard of it. It is the world-renowned leadership public speaking organization. Great place to start. So I spent a lot of time at Toastmasters International and started to become a better speaker. It's something that I was very passionate about. And I noticed over the years, the more that I spoke in front of a group, the more visibility I started to gain. And that helped me to do a lot of amazing things. I had the opportunity to be one of 2 students of the American Dental Association's Washington National Health Policy Externship, where I spent time on Capitol Hill with different congressmen, congresswomen, and the Senate Majority Leader at that time. I had the opportunity to be featured on the cover of Howard University's magazine while I was a dental school student, and I've done a lot of things since then. I decided to make a decision that I wanted to be better. And the way to really be better if you are a leader is to master, or at least start developing, your public speaking skills. Now, one of the things I did to go and take that next step forward as it relates to public speaking is I decided to go to the next level. I decided to take public speaking seriously. And I took it so seriously that I was able to accomplish the Distinguished Toastmasters Award, which only 1% of their 358,000 members accomplished this award. So when you do this type of journey to becoming a public speaker, there's a lot that you have to put into it. There's a lot of hours, there's a lot of time that no one sees that you're putting into it to learn as much as you can. And when I was able to accomplish this award in 2019, it was a huge milestone in my career, because I have done, at that time, over 50 speeches, participated in leadership roles, and was very engaged with Toastmasters International. And that's how I speak the way that I speak now. Now, some of the things I do a bit differently since then is that I've given Florida State congressional testimony. I've been featured on the news since then. And I share this with you so that you know a bit more about me, but then you also know how public speaking can truly change your life. It can. It's one of those things people are afraid of, but if you really are serious about moving forward in your career, don't be afraid of this. This is the number one skill that you need to start working on today. And as I mentioned in our live earlier, find opportunities, find local events, find, even if you don't want to do a local event, find something within the company you work for or the business that you have, anything that helps you start to speak in front of people. And if you're feeling a bit nervous and you're not sure what you want to do, reach out to me. I will help you. I will support you on your journey to help you feel more comfortable and more confident speaking to other people. I want to say hello to Code 45. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining today. If you have any questions about leadership and speaking and communicating at a higher level, feel free to let me know. I do want to share with you my story in terms of how I was able to communicate at a higher level and how I took public speaking very seriously years ago. Now, I want to share with you a story of a person that I know that did not do this. And this is a story that I want you all to avoid. And please don't do it. But I share it with you because you do need to know the good things that can happen and some of the challenges that can come up if you don't take this seriously. So I know of someone, and she is a very, very great person, has a really big heart and a big mission that she's trying to accomplish. Now, she's done a lot locally in her community, and she started to make a name for herself. But she was at the point where people noticed her and they recognized her name and they wanted her to speak in front of a group of people. This would have been an amazing opportunity to skyrocket her career. But let me share with you what happened. I spoke with her and she said that she just felt like she wasn't ready. She felt like she wasn't ready. She didn't want to do it just yet. She felt like she needed a lot more time. And what happened? It was a panel discussion that would have showcased her visibility very quickly and her credibility also. And she declined. She declined the meeting. She declined the invitation because she just felt like she wasn't ready. Well, I want to share with you that this happens a lot. Whether you're a woman in leadership or you're in other leadership roles, it happens a lot where we feel like we're just not ready. And I want you to let me know, have you ever felt not ready? Have you ever felt like you just weren't ready to do something? Like you need more time. You need to do this. You need to do that. Have you ever felt that way? Put it in the comments below. Let me know. But a lot of times people feel this way and they get very scared and they decide that fear of not feeling ready is more important than them being able to showcase their expertise. Now, this is a scenario I want you all to avoid. Anytime you don't feel ready to speak in front of a group of people, it's okay. Take one step and just try, because you never know how well you're going to do. And if you feel like you're going to do not that well, then reach out for support. Reach out to individuals that can help you. I'd be more than happy to help you be able to speak in front of a group of people. I can help you in a way that you need help as it relates to that specifically, but just go for it. Just go for it. Speak anyways. Anything that you do, it takes time for you to practice. And practice makes perfect. So the more times you speak in front of people, the more times you will have the ability to practice, and the faster you're going to elevate yourself as a leader. Don't be the person that is going to overlook this number one important skill that is a secret weapon for you, which is public speaking. Don't overlook it, because if you do, I am telling you, you will stay in the role you're in right now for longer than what you'd like to be, because this skill can completely change your life. Now, I want to share with you that I have some great news for you if this is something that is of interest to you. I have a masterclass that is linked in the description below that is a very high-level, specific type of masterclass for women in leadership to help them be able to communicate at a higher level. It is called the Executive Communications Masterclass. It is at a very special promotion right now. It will be going away very soon, so I encourage you to go ahead and try to get the masterclass as soon as possible before the price of it actually changes. It is a masterclass that will automatically help you to start identifying some of the things we talk about on my YouTube channel, but it goes into a lot more detail. There's a lot more exercises that can actually support you on your journey to getting to that next level of leadership. Now, the next video I plan on sharing with you all when the time comes, because I may be able to go live tomorrow. It might be a little bit later in the evening tomorrow. But the next video I'm going to talk to you a bit more about is executive presence. And I want to share with you why this is really important. This is all a part of the transformational coaching program that I have called the Real Executive Woman. So if you are at a point where you know you need to elevate yourself in your career, you're tired of being stuck, you're tired of being overlooked in some of these male-dominated roles, you are tired of being that person that is not moving forward, not earning the salary that you want, then this is the definite program for you to help you on your journey. But this is all a part of it. So all the lives I've talked about this week and a lot of content on my channel really focuses in on the key modules that are in the program itself. So I hope that this information helps you. If you have any additional questions on the replay, feel free to let me know. And I appreciate you all so much for being a part of the live stream today and engaging with me here and just making comments as we go along. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for helping me to get recognized by YouTube. I have been invited to the YouTube live streamer research panel, which is an opportunity for me to be able to provide feedback and shape live streaming on the platform. So I appreciate you all for doing that and just for being here. You're a huge part of my journey, and I appreciate you so much for supporting me. And feel free to let other people know. Feel free to like this video and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.